the fuck is this? You didn't tell me we were filming something today. What the? We only have one camera. We can't do a show today.
You gotta go right now.
What do you mean?
Someone's here. You gotta go.
Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous. He's already here?
Yes, we told you that.
Who is it?
You gotta go. He's right.
I didn't ask if he was here.
He's ready to go. He's ready to go sit down right now.
Oh my
You
God.
gotta hurry this up.
People have to tell me this. Just send him out. Whatever. Welcome back to another episode of Basement Talk. Today's episode is a little impromptu. We only have one camera, but we're still going to be talking movies. Who gives a shit about that? Let's get our guest out here. Let's get him out. Sit down. Cue applause. Hello, Cameron. You're my guest today, I see.
Yes, I am.
Today, we're going to be talking about one of the things that we hold dearest, and that is the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, one of our core principles.
One of the foundations of our friendship.
Our 10 commandments of Cameron and Ian, if you will.
About the three things that we would talk about in any conversations, probably Fast and Furious, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, which may be an episode in the future day.
And a separate category from Fast and Furious, which is The Rock.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's the third, yeah. Rampage that we just saw the other day could have been a Fast and Furious. You could have told me that was Fast and Furious 9. I would have believed you.
Yep. Godfather of modern cinema.
Godfather Part 4. I want to start off saying, let's just do a quick review of the Fast and Furious franchise and just kind of go over how amazing it is. Now we're going to go through every movie and discuss the Fast and Furiousness rating on it.
These were all rated in real time, too. We had a marathon.
Yeah.
We have a marathon before every new Fast movie now.
Yeah. Okay. Number 1. The Fast and the Furious, 2001.
It's a very big build-up to this.
I know. How fast? On this rating, you give it an 8 out of 10. You feel like it was an 8 out of 10 in its fastness.
Well, because we rank them by how fast they are.
Yeah. How furious they
how
are.
furious they are.
And then
and the overall score, which would be like our like Rotten Tomatoes kind of score for this. Not judging it based on how fast or how furious, but
how much we liked it.
How much we liked the movie.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8 because they put an extreme amount of emphasis on the cars and on the racing in this film.
Race wars.
Race wars.
Like, where it's literally...
Hector's got spoon engines.
Come on, man. White boys work fast, don't they?
These are core features to the movie.
Yep.
Chasing things, like the speed of the car, it would show the car's inner workings.
Yes.
Whenever it would speed up.
In very early 2000s CG.
Yeah. I gave it a 7 because that's just I feel like a 7 is just like a solid, like, good enough, like, it's very fast. It's a good starting point. That's what I think it is. For the exact reasons you said, with its speed, its furiousness. Not obviously. There's a maniac with a shotgun.
Yep.
We got some kung fu because there's the
you got, what was his name, Tran.
Yep. Yeah. Tran.
The whole ending, the Furious is around like the action in the movie, the fights, the hand to hand, the
which generally
combat.
now would not even. I'm not even sure if that would render on the Furious scale.
No,
what they
it probably
now.
wouldn't. But it does end with a motorcycle chase in which the people on the motorcycles have machine guns, and they still get taken out by people in imports.
Imports.
One import and one American muscle.
Which is the core feat. That's something that shows up throughout the franchise.
Yeah, well, that's the main source of conflict between the two series protagonists, Dom and Brian.
Imports, American muscle.
So much so that it even affects their later generations.
Yes.
Torettos and O'Connors.
And O'Connors.
House Toretto. Clan O'Connor.
Let's move on to our second movie, Too Fast, Too Furious, which in the name, they're even saying this movie is
faster.
It may be even too fast. I'm saying it's definitely. I would say I don't think anything is too fast. Maybe if the people from the first movie, they would say it's too fast.
I don't know, because those people grow up to be some of the fastest in the world.
Exactly. Maybe at the time of the first one.
Hector, most certainly.
Hector
Thought it was too fast.
Right. Come on, man. White boys work fast, don't they?
Definitely not too furious. This
not at all.
Very high ranking in its fastness with this turn, because then we see the first appearance of CG Paul Walker when he goes into maximum overdrive.
Yeah, they are warping time and space.
Exactly.
With how fast they are.
And you see like a fucking computer generated early 2000s Paul Walker.
It looks like when they go into hyperdrive.
Exactly.
Like everything reality starts to bend around them.
They've gone to plaid.
And
they create a shockwave. They break not only the sound barrier, but like multiple different barriers.
The visual barrier.
Semi-truck in the first one, semi-truck in this one, they're a constant antagonist.
Two drivers. This one
just
helped them.
Offhand. Just them trying to like do some little fucking task. Like 3 people killed by a semi-truck who was just a normal semi-truck. Like just like delivering shit to Walmart or something. Murders. Flat pancakes a car.
Yeah, the very furious.
And Paul Walker's not like the least.
No, they
don't
have any like remorse over it. Maybe those people had families. Who knows? One of the most furious quotes throughout the entire franchise: "Ejectocito, cuz."
I thought you were gonna say "we hungry."
Hey man, you got something to eat up in there? We hungry.
So let's all agree that Tyrese has some of the most furious
Tyrese
lines.
is the most furious aspect of this movie.
Yeah.
That and the fact that they drive a car through a boat.
That was... You think he's gonna ejectocito cuz him onto the boat.
Well, here's the thing. Normally, maybe not, but we certainly thought that.
We thought that.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the star of the series, Tokyo Drift, the most grounded one.
First movie directed by... Was it Justin Lin?
I think so.
Yeah, first Fast and Furious movie directed by him. And he's kind of the guy that takes over the franchise.
Which is weird, because it
Tokyo
goes from
Drift
like
is
this,
the
least Fast and Furious, and because it's just like driving.
It's just driving.
It's just,
and like high school bullshit, which is weird.
It's like this 39-year-old playing an 18-year-old.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of happy with the fact, like, it was risky for them to get a corpse to play the main character. Everything that everyone else in this
is already an
embedded,
like, very simple. Like this movie's just, it's like a prequel. This is like a setup.
To be fair, the rest of the movies were about drag racing, which is going in a straight line.
Yeah.
And this is about turning corners. But then again, they already know how to do that, too.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The problem isn't the fact that this takes place in Tokyo, removed from all the other characters. The problem is that they don't go in straight lines.
That's the main problem. So, We gave it like a average fastness, the same amount of fastness as the first ones.
Because they're still driving
It's
cars.
just driving cars. There's nothing to exemplify the fastness. Han getting smashed.
Han gets killed.
Han gets killed.
Which is why it's a 4 out of 10 instead of a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
But then again, we don't really know Han in that movie.
No,
all we know
you
is
should
that
watch that movie later when you know and love Han.
yeah, all we know is that he eats food while he talks.
We hungry.
Yeah. Was he doing it in that movie?
I think he was. That's a constant thing.
I think the director just didn't tell him to put the food down. Lowest in the series. Spoiler alert.
Easily my least favorite.
Yeah. I don't go
Although,
that far.
still highly memorable.
Yeah, I can quote Donkey Kong, Hulk car.
Yeah. There's some other shit in there. The fact that drifting is an ancient, like,
ancient
martial art.
Japanese art.
It's like fucking Last Airbender shit.
Yeah.
There's monks for drifting.
But we get Dom at the end, and that bridges over to. That was almost like a hint as what's to come.
Yep.
The new movie, Fast and Furious. They thought they'd mix it up by taking the "thes" out of the name of the first one. It's not the Fast and the Furious.
It's Fast and Furious.
It is. It's in general, it is Fast and Furious.
And this is what kind of set the precedent for not the rest of the franchise, but most definitely the movie that would come right after it.
Oh, definitely. Like, this was a
Because
good...
Fast 5 was like, this is an extreme.
That's the start of where they are now.
Yep. And this is like, you had that other stuff before. This is a little bit more furious than the rest of it.
Yeah, it's a little more fast. It's about the same kind of fastness as maybe a little under Too Fast, Too Furious. Definitely, it ramped up the furiousness, like we said with
the most furious so far out of all of these.
Oh yeah, we open it up right up with
the tanker chase that we talked about,
where he gets in its face.
And does he murder a truck driver?
He definitely.
No, they. I think they make a point.
Oh wait, no, he
that
jumps
guy
out. He jumps out, where he just has to walk home now in the middle of the mountains. So maybe he probably is gonna die, but.
And this is where we get introduced to more of the Fast and Furious world.
Exactly. It shows their connection to Han.
Their connection to Han.
Which he doesn't show up for the rest of the movie.
He shows up for that beginning, like.
Yeah, just to show, because at the end of Tokyo Drift, he said that. Oh, I knew Han. So they just set that up because I guess they planned the series out more than you'd think. But
this movie is easily the least memorable out of all of these, but it's important because of what follows it.
Yeah.
Because there's so much shit that ties into this movie.
It does.
That you don't even know about while watching this movie. Letty dies.
Yeah.
And then Letty becomes like the Winter Soldier after this.
Literally becomes the Winter Soldier.
They also get married. And we don't figure that out until Furious 7. Because after they do the tanker heist, there's that scene of them in like the Dominican.
Yeah.
And then you find out in Furious 7 where he's wearing the fucking all white.
Yeah.
He's got the white beater, the white pleated pants. And he's got like white like dance shoes on.
Alright, Fast 5. It picks up right where Fast and Furious ends with the them saving Dom.
Them saving Dom. They're on the run. And it becomes almost like a fugitive kind of movie.
Yeah, a fugitive.
Like The Fugitive.
That Brian O'Connor is a fucking fugitive because he goes from being a cop in the first one
to being a criminal.
Then he goes back to being in the FBI.
To be fair,
but Fast 5, criminal again. And this is like they're all together. They're back together, and now it's set up that they commonly work together, and like they're stealing cars and stuff off of a train.
And they're working for like, because you get that the douchebag guy with the beard from the first one.
Yes, yeah.
He's working in Brazil now, and they're working with him.
Yeah.
He's like their contact or whatever for like the Brazilian mob.
And most importantly,
you get one Luke Hobbs.
One Luke Hobbs, which is like 20 people.
Yep.
He is introduced trying to track them down.
As shit goes down, he has to recruit them.
So this is why this is my favorite one. Fast 5 is my favorite. It's a heist
You
movie.
get to see villain Hobbs.
Hobbs is the
antagonist.
shipping
Dom and Hobbs together.
Dobbs.
And then he becomes a secondary protagonist of sorts.
Exactly. and just forgives them and works for them in the future. Works with them in the future. They just hire them now.
And this is like a light year jump in both
Oh my
Fastness
god.
and Furious.
The Fastness and Furious fucking exemplifies. Like, the Fastness is like... So this scene in general is... One of the ending scenes is ultimately fast and ultimately furious.
Yeah.
It's them with the
safe.
The safe.
attached to
two
two
cars.
fucking American muscles.
That's goddamn right.
Just wrecking shop.
They're going wicked fast down the fucking road.
Yeah. And
Also wrecking everything.
destroying cop cars, and it's like Just Cause 2.
Yes.
But better.
Yeah, but better. This should have been the game. This should have been Just Cause 2.
It should have been.
They were gonna make this game, and then they were thinking like, no, let's just make it a Just Cause 2
Yep,
game.
let's just do that.
Yeah, a Cloverfield game.
Yeah, just make a Cloverfield.
Hope everyone took note and when we said that Tej Parker was a mechanic with an afro.
Now he's a super genius.
Now he's a super genius.
able to,
He's a
like-
hacker. He's like, he sees the safe. He's like, oh yeah, this is like a titanium super X number.
The number one hacking thing he did in his first appearance was get that bridge to work.
He turned the bridge on.
Yeah, he turned it on.
Now he knows.
Which is really hacking. He broke a lock to get to the room
Hacking.
with the button to turn it on.
hacking.
This is like the
Which is
Avengers of Fast and Furious movies. This
Yeah.
is everyone coming together. Roman, you get Han, you get
On Tokyo Drift, yeah. This was great because they were getting
Tej.
everyone. Those two guys from
Wonder
the beginning. Wonder Woman. This is a better Justice League movie.
You get Wonder Woman. You get the Vault. You get a couple of cool chase scenes in
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Which I think this is like a prime. This is a good formula for Fast and Furious now, where it's like you still got racing shit in there, but it's like
They do have they get the
it's bigger than Race Wars.
Yep.
Sixth one is a good gateway between. It's just a bridge between 5 and 7. 5
Yeah.
was a big step. Furious 7 was a big step.
They're both landmark
Yeah.
films within
6 is like they hire them to
Yep.
stop British terrorists from threatening the world. That's all right.
There's a lot of cool shit in there.
Yeah. Like we said, there's a drag race with a giant plane on a 50-mile long runway at the end.
You got those cool. What are they? Like
the
cars.
the ramp cars. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
Those are
Hobbs
awesome.
murders the fuck out of a vending machine.
Which one of these things is $1? He said something about. It's on the house.
Yes. Roman's trying to get a vending machine. Hobbs takes out his massive revolver.
It's not even a revolver. It's just a battleship cannon
that
that
he can hold and explodes a vending machine.
Yep. Also has one of the most furious scenes, set pieces in any of them, which
Is
is
it-
the train thing. Not the train, the plane. Yep.
When Vin Diesel
Because you have them
skyrockets.
fighting. You have them going like racing a plane on the runway.
Yeah.
They're using like NOS-powered grappling hooks.
Yes!
Harpoon guns.
That's immensely fast.
Yep. There's a fight on the inside, which is a fight we all want to see.
Yeah.
Hobbs and Dom
Teaming up against anti-Hobbs and Dom, like a giant Russian
Anti-Hobbs
guy.
and anti-Dom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was screaming in the theater when I saw this.
Easily the best. Like if they were to make a fighting game based on
Scenes.
Fast and Furious characters,
Yeah.
this would easily be like either a combo move between Hobbs and Dom or Hobbs' finishing move.
Hobbs' finishing move.
Where they get this huge dude that looks like
Dom.
he looks like the Russian from that Punisher movie.
Yeah.
The guy with the
stripes.
Waldo.
Yeah. Dom lifts him up.
Lifts him up.
So,
and
like,
holds
the
him
guy's-
up like above
The
his
guy's,
head.
yeah, the guy's like dick is like above his head, and so he's holding him like that.
And then Hobbs,
I don't know how.
he does like the fucking
Yeah, I don't even think I was CG.
Mike Jordan,
Yeah.
Space Jam jump,
Yeah,
He jumps
jumps like 50 feet in the 7 feet in the air.
and then Superman punches the fuck out of this guy.
Because the other one, it's Vin Diesel going up in the air,
projectile.
turning and then projectiling. Obviously, that would be slow motion, but he projectiles his body like
it
a
was
torpedo.
a computer-guided headbutt.
Move on to one of the most. This is the thing. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the one that reached over $1 billion, right?
That was the first one to reach $1 billion.
Yeah. Okay. Furious 7. Very sad.
Marred by the tragedy of Paul Walker,
Yeah.
but they do a positive spin on it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. They make it.
Now, I always thought that Furious 7 was kind of like a play on, like, that's Furious 7, but are they like the Furious 7?
Furious 7. Is there 7 of them?
I don't know.
But you got Hobbs speaking Southern in the opening,
Yup.
saying like, "You gotta dance with the devil, boy." It's like
You
he's
got
Southern
him
now.
fighting Jason Statham.
We got like the drones in the end.
You got the drones.
We
You
got the ambulance landing on the drone.
You got an ambulance flying through a drone.
And then Hobbs getting the minigun, saying,
This is all just Hobbs stuff.
"This is all Hobbs stuff."
You've got
Woman, I am the cavalry.
Yeah. But that's the one thing I'm disappointed about with this movie. You don't get too much Hobbs in it.
Because he's crippled throughout a lot of it.
But it's easily the most memorable Hobbs.
Oh yeah,
This is where you get the daddy's gotta go to work.
Daddy's got to go to work.
Yeah.
Daddy's gotta go to work.
The throne room fight.
Yeah. Using
Dom and Deckard.
3 feet long wrenches to lightsaber duel each other.
Think this was a street fight? It is.
It is. Referencing earlier in the movie, it's like.
That concludes with him Hulk stomping.
Thing about street fights, the street always wins.
Fucking multiple story garage.
I don't care if it was already broken.
No,
he
wouldn't have been
stomped.
able.
He stomped it and it broke.
Think about a street fight, the street always wins.
Yes, he did that. I thought you were gonna make a joke. He says that.
Was there a race? I don't remember there being a race.
They had to go back to race wars, right?
They do go back to race
Yeah.
wars at the beginning because they're trying to get Letty's memory back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Which is also around where they call in the middle of Tokyo Drift. Deckard Shaw calls them.
And then he blows up the Toretto household.
Fury 7 ends off with one of the most beautiful things.
Honestly,
Like, everyone was just silently all happy and upset together in the theater.
that was the best. That becomes a little meta. Like, in that
Yeah, it
moment.
does, yeah.
But, like, that was
Driving off together, Dom
Yeah.
looking at him, he smiles.
That was like Pixar level of making me want to cry.
Exactly. Like, it's just like
And they got the song
a
playing in
core
the
member
background.
of the
and
family he's gone.
He's gone.
It's
but, like,
very sad.
He's not gone. He moved on.
He moved on.
He's got kids.
Yeah, he's got another kid on the way. Yeah, exactly.
That
Brian's-
don't stop Vin Diesel though.
Hasn't
Vin
stopped.
Diesel's gonna put his kids through some fucking shit.
Fast 8
Fast 8.
lives in Cuba now or
He
something.
lives in Cuba. I gotta say, this is kind of like a Fast 6 for me, where it's like.
I was
not-
thinking it's slightly above Fast 6 for me, but like it's about the same category.
Because this is where like all the shit comes in, like with the behind the scenes stuff about like
Yeah.
The Rock
And they had to like film scenes separately and make it look.
they
like
never have a scene where they're together.
It's like that's
It's like, well, what's the fucking point?
that
man?
just
Like,
makes me not have fun anymore.
now that Brian's gone, I'm expecting The Rock
yeah, to take
to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Him and Vin Diesel. This is the thing.
this
for
is
them
their
now.
thing now together, but like not if they're not filming any scenes together.
I don't know whose fault it is, but
Yeah.
steps up the furiousness from Furious 7
Yeah.
in a significant way.
Yeah.
But also, like, this kind of pushed the limits for what's too much, in my opinion.
Where nuclear submarines, they're
Nuclear
drag
submarines
racing.
and, like,
Like,
there still has to be
I-
some level
I
of...
feel like they could have definitely taken a step back with just like flying through
because
buildings.
everything else was a pass. Where it was like, okay, but there's still this core relationship between all your main characters.
Yeah.
And when that starts to crumble a little bit,
Yeah.
I start to give less of a shit.
Fucking talking
I've
about
been crying on Instagram.
or the money that Will Smith or whoever gave him.
Yep.
Said, don't tell anyone. Look how much money I got.
Ruining, making
Lives.
Dr. Dre lose significant amount of money.
Yeah, that's what it was, Will Smith.
No, it was.
It was?
It was Will Smith. But there's something else that he did that also cost Dr. Dre a lot
That's
of money.
mentioning
Yep.
that. Oh
Yep.
my god, what did he mention? Like Beats or something?
He mentioned like the deal between like Dr. Dre and Apple when he wasn't supposed to.
Like
you
it's like
see the Hobbs on-
I know that The Rock's like a nice person.
You see the Hobbs on Instagram. The
yeah,
Hobbs.
the Hobbs.
But he's also bulletproof in this.
Yeah, rubber bullets.
Rubber bullets.
Big mistake.
Rubber bullets. Big mistake.
Yeah, so definitely I would say like a little step down. Now that you're saying it, I kind of like, there's a lot of stuff, like now that we're talking about
Yeah.
it, I appreciate Fast and Furious 6 more and depreciate Fast 8 a little more.
Yeah, which is why my official ranking for that might be a little different now.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's also consider the fact that a big step up for this is that Shaw becomes a good guy.
Shaw becomes like a good guy, more consistent character.
After The Rock says that they put him in like that Supermax prison.
Yeah.
And at the end of 7, he's like, you know I'm gonna get out, right? And
He's
like,
like-
oh yeah. And on the other end is gonna be my fist and a body bag waiting for you.
I can't-
Which might be the best line in
It's so
cinematic
amazing.
history.
But yeah, Fast 8, we can only hope that Fast 9 can become the next odd number.
Easily the most furious movie out of all of these, so.
Oh,
got
yeah.
The Rock throwing, I was about to say tornadoes. Torpedoes.
That'll be the next one. He threw a torpedo.
Dom grabs that guy, slams him on the car, and then breaks his neck.
Oh my
Remember
god,
he does that?
yeah.
He does like the chop move.
Yeah.
And his head almost falls
Yeah.
off.
Still an extremely entertaining movie.
Yeah.
We're just, in terms of a Fast and Furious movie.
But also, you never get another, because of their stupid bullshit between the two actors.
Yeah.
You never get another Hobbs Dom fight, which
Yeah.
easily would have put this over the top for me.
Because of good Shaw, will lead to one of my most anticipated movies up with Godzilla
Yep.
King of the Monsters, the Shaw and Hobbs movie.
How are you gonna? You gotta incorporate either Fast or Furious into that.
don't
So would
know
it be
how.
like Sean Hobbs, a Fast and Furious story?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. All right, I think that's. I think if someone will count how many times we say Fast and Furious in this,
Count how many times we say too fast,
too fast,
Furious,
too fast.
2 fingers.
2 fingers. All right. Thanks for coming on the show.
It was a real fucking shame.
I know. You'll never work in this town again. Your face has been ultimately shamed.
I'm really happy we got to do this while I have all this shit on my face. It'll really cement it in a time and place for me.
Yeah, this is the point in your life where you were at your lowest. Subscribe, watch more, like the video. Thanks for coming. I love you.